Where are you guys from?
Bed-Stuy, baby, man.
Brooklyn in the building.
But NYATLians in the building, man. We've been in Atlanta for about 10 years now, so yeah, you know what I mean?
It's definitely a second home. So it's NY to ATL all day long, Bed-Stuy to the A. We lived everywhere around Atlanta, from the north side, south side, east side, west side. We've been everywhere, so you probably know us, and if you don't, how you doing? We Brinks Life.
Brinks Life in the building, baby.
What was the reason for the move from New York to Atlanta?
Mom Dukes.
Mom Dukes, like every other motherfucker who moved from, if he was at a younger age and moved to Atlanta, you probably came because of your parents, so that's why we're here right now.
But what's crazy is, though, Mom Dukes was actually living down here before. She came down 96 for the Olympics, you know what I mean? And we were still in New York with Grandma. You know, school system was better in New York. Then we just started school, you know what I mean? We just moved, we just came.
Shout out to my mom, Jackie. Shout out to my grandmother, Sadie. What's up, baby? We love y'all.
Now, how often do you guys go back, if at all?
Like 3 times a year.
Yeah, about 3 times a year, man. We I mean, now more so for work, actually, for music work. I mean, press releases.
Hitting major corporations.
Yeah, man. Shout out to Spotify, man. You know what I'm saying?
SoundCloud, hitting all them office buildings. But we still see our family and friends every time we go. We try to, you know, link up with as many people as possible. So
3 times a year.
So what age would you say you guys were when you actually physically moved to Atlanta?
I would say around like close to my teen years.
Yeah, yeah.
He was already in his teen years.
Yeah,
so
10 years, yeah.
About that time right there, you know, a real pivotal move in those type of years right there. So I'd say going on me being a teenager and him already being a teenager. Yeah.
Now, what was it like for you guys growing up in New York and then Atlanta? Can you paint the picture for us?
Boy, can we?
I know. Well, growing up in New York, actually, man, right where we was at in Bed-Stuy, man, right between Putnam, between Ralph and Howard.
Yeah.
I mean, I used to see needles walking on, you know what I mean, needles on the ground walking to school. I mean, the house next door to us was like a crack house. The house on the other side of us.
We really lived in between 2 dope spots.
2 dope spots, like
on east side.
On the east side.
I remember nights where we would actually hear gunshots, and my grandmother, I was living with my grandmother, so I was sleeping in the bed with her at this time, like really, really young. And she would just say, "You don't hear that, you don't hear that." So it was a really harsh environment. Growing up in New York, kind of, sort of, but we were so young that I don't think it really made a difference.
And then moving to Atlanta, I mean, moving to Atlanta was actually a way better adjustment because, I mean, even though it was still wild, it was more of, you know, more slow, more calm, more subtle.
Definitely a slower pace.
The slower pace, you know what I mean? You had to use a car to get everywhere, so, you know, Atlanta was cool.
Was it a rough upbringing? I mean, obviously the gunshots and all that stuff, that part is rough, but after that part, when you realized what was going on. Was it a rough upbringing? Would you consider your upbringing rough as a description or no?
Nah, I wouldn't say that.
Yeah, it wasn't rough. I mean, we was in a typical black family, you know what I mean, where it was, kids. I mean, resources were limited, but at the same time, our family always made sure that we was good. You know what I mean? We experienced things. We went to restaurants in the city, and then, you know, we would go back to the hood. We went to work with our parents, you know, type joint, you know,
like that.
Yeah, weekends. Took trips.
We grew up with not too many male figures in our life.
That's true, though.
Growing up, we had very limited resources when it comes to male role models. So we learned everything basically from women. And women, I'm going to tell you right now, don't get it fucked up. A woman can definitely raise a strong man. 'Cause we got 2 of them right here right now. So it wasn't rough. They really provided for us as much as they could possibly. Anything else we wanted outside of that, we went and got. You know what I mean? Either the right or the wrong way. More so the right way. So that's pretty much it right there. It wasn't too hard.
Yeah.
With that type of street activity that was happening outside in New York especially, as you grew up in your upbringing, were you able to avoid the streets or did you somehow get intertwined with that street life at all?
You could avoid it. I mean, it's around, you know what I mean? But when you're young, you don't really realize. Once again, you know, like Nas said, you don't really realize.
It's like some kid shit.
Yeah, so it's almost like fun.
But I would say definitely, I know personally, I definitely took some of the wrong steps.
Oh, yeah.
Those steps made me stronger. I'm going to tell everybody out there that learn from example, learn from the things that are around you, watch your surroundings because those things could bring you under. Be above the BS out there, for real, because there really ain't shit behind it.
So you participated in some street activity?
I mean, the normal things that kids usually get into, you know, fighting, guns at a young age. You know, in our generation, guns was kind of brought in kind of quick. You know, the OGs and stuff like that from back in the day, I might have, you know, knucked up real quick. But for us, it was kind of like, you know, guns, the robbery scene.
You know, school jumping.
Yeah, school beefs and shit like that, you know.
I mean, yeah, man.
I mean, but it is what it is. Actually, when I graduated 12th grade, man, I got locked up for a crime I didn't commit. So when you're in the streets, if you affiliate yourself with somebody that's not real right, not 100%, it can affect you, whether you do it or not. Yeah, be careful out here, for real, for real.
Can you explain that situation?
Tough times.
I don't really want to get into the actual charges of the situation.
Okay.
That's not what I'm here for, to glorify those type of things. That's not what Brinks Life stands for. But I mean, I got in trouble 12th grade year, did a few months, falsely accused of a crime. I was into the wrong crowd, into the wrong people, and that kind of affected me. You know, things that I did do, I got away with. So it's really just karma. You know, there is a God above us, and God will make you pay for what you do. So watch out what you do and treat everybody like you want to be treated.
And then we prayed our way out of that situation.
Yeah, I mean,
man. We prayed our way out that situation.
Yes,
For real, Mom Dukes kept us straight, man. So, you know, little bro is good. We here right now. Brinks Life for the
man, he gonna be a little bit more humble. I ain't gonna lie to you. Man, he was right there with me, man. He gonna be a little bit more humble.
All right, I'm gonna be honest with you. We got into all the same shit, you know what I mean? But somehow I was always the dude that really could go under the radar, you know what I mean, and not really get too much attention on me behind the
I got
bullshit.
Caught for everything, bro. I was like, what the fuck? I got caught for every but. It is what it is.
Yeah.
So when you said you got locked up, was it juvenile? Was it actual adult jail?
Well, actually, it's kind of crazy because I was 16 and I just turned 17 when this shit happened. I mean, like on my birthday, maybe like a week later. So it was kind of unfortunate. It was adult. It was definitely adult. But once again, don't put too much effort into that type of lifestyle, kids. People out there, it ain't worth it. Get to the bag, get to the money. That's pretty much it right there.
Now, what type of students were you in school? I mean, I heard some of the fighting, the jumping, the, you know, that sort of thing. But overall, how would you characterize yourself as a student?
Maybe just right below average. Honestly, I was in school, but I wasn't in school.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
It's like what they say. I don't go to high school. I go to school high.
Oh,
I really did that.
oh yeah.
I was a horrible student. I'm sorry, Ma. I apologize. I apologize, but it was bad for me. Yeah. But I got on the right path 12th grade year.
And then we did go to college, too. We did go to college.
Yeah.
We took a couple years of college, but
two of them guys.
Two of those guys, man. But same thing.
Well, actually, how I stopped going to college, I'm going to give you, I was broke as shit. This is the exact story that happened. I was broke as shit. And what I did was, I asked my professors, was there any way I could make some money? And none of them had an answer. So I found out that wasn't the place for me at the moment. And here I am today.
We was and then mind you, while we was in high school and while we was in college, we was like the music dudes. Oh, yeah, you know what I mean? We was always the music dudes. So.
Shit, we dropped the first tape. I was still in high school when we dropped the first tape.
Wow.
I mean, you talking about being in high school and being the only nigga with a mixtape.
On Dat Piff.
You know what I mean? That shit was lit, you know what I'm saying?
And that's back when you could upload your own music to Hot New Hip Hop.
Yeah, all that shit. We was on everything back then. So if you know us from back then, what's up?
So how young were you, or what grade were you when you guys started rapping? As far as, you know, in terms of school?
Like actually like dropping projects or just rapping?
Just rapping in school. How young or what grade did it really start?
Probably like, literally, like for real, for me, I was in probably about 7th grade. I remember I was in about 7th grade because I was with camera. You used to have the Dipset shirts and, you know what I mean, I was listening to Fab and Clips, so I was in about 7th grade when people started noticing, recognizing I was on some music shit.
I've been writing music for forever. We've been writing music together for forever, but I ain't gonna lie, it wasn't until about 10th grade where I really got the courage to spit a freestyle in front of some motherfuckers. And it probably wasn't the best at the time. Things have changed since then. But yeah, about 10th grade for me when I really just got rid of my fears of being shy about my music and started rapping, and that's when things popped off.
Did you guys battle classmates? Were you into that sort of thing?
Hell yeah. 10th grade.
That shit was crazy.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. In the gym locker room, that was the spot right there. Everybody know that.
The Smack DVDs came out. Yeah. We was Smack DVD, you know what I mean? We wanted to be in that motherfucker so bad.
Pops used to send them from New York and shit.
Yeah. How you get a bootleg Smack DVD? Pop, come on, man. We lay you to death, but damn, man. A bootleg Smack DVD, that's something else, man.
Won more, lost more, broke even? How did you do with these rap battles that you just had at, with your other classmates?
I mean, I like to say all W's, you know what I mean? But it wasn't even on like,
I don't think it was even no winners in these
it wasn't even like, we was just literally just spitting, you know what I mean? Like,
it was like, if a nigga said a hard bar, niggas would be like, oh, yeah, type shit. But, it wasn't like, oh yeah, nigga, you killed that nigga, because I can say for me, we was all not that good at the time. So
even back then, it was that many dudes really even rapping too much.
Yeah, not too much.
So it was only a handful of dudes that was the music dudes in school, you know what I mean? And then out of those, everybody was popular with it.
Really, we'll rap battle each other. Me, my bro Mott,
on the karaoke
and little bro Brand. Shout out to Brand. He in New York right now. We always used to battle each other inside the crib.
On the karaoke machine.
Yeah, on the karaoke machine.
Christmas gift.
That's about as serious as it got for the competition, at least.
You guys graduated high school.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
You went into college.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Same college for both of you guys?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
And what college was that?
Georgia Gwinnett College on the north side.
Hey man, I actually did 1 year at Abraham Baldwin Agricultural College. I wanted to be a groundskeeper for a baseball team. I was really into baseball, and then that didn't work out so good. You know what I mean? It just wasn't worth being down in South Georgia. Came back, and then Georgia Gwinnett College.
I see. Yeah. Community college.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. Actually, it's university, actually. I give it to them. They're university. They're 4 years.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Fuck Georgia Gwinnett, man. I owe them niggas so much motherfucking money, man. Fuck Georgia Gwinnett.
So you guys got 2 years under your belt of this?
Yeah.
So were you able to at least get the AA degree officially?
Nah.
It was like 2 years where you like missing credits, kind of. You were in there for 2 years.
Yeah, you was there for 2 years,
but you ain't have enough credits to really get that degree.
To really get over the hump of the degree.
Were you able to get grants or any type of academic scholarship for this, or was it a pay out of pocket type of thing?
I barely made it there,
bro. I got.
I'm talking about like.
I mean, I got like financial aid, you know what I mean, which is basically debt. I got a little debt put on me for my on my account, and I got a couple refund checks. I was actually able, but shout out to Georgia Gwinnett College, because with y'all refund check, I bought our first MacBook to record all of our music on our own. So I guess something good came out of it. Yeah, something good came out of school.
Yeah, there you go, yeah.
Why'd you guys go to that particular college?
We were staying on the north side at the time. My mom had she had moved from the east side, and she had started living in Gwinnett. So we kind of located over there for kind of sort of through high school, and then we was like, okay, cool, college, and I really didn't have no really gusto behind it. Like, I got into school through prayer. You know what I'm saying? Only through prayer I got to college.
Too many nights.
Yeah, too many nights of long prayer from mom, dudes, grandma, shout y'all out again. But yeah, that's it right there.
Did people know you rapped while you guys were in college?
Yeah.
Definitely. Definitely. Oh yeah.
We were like the only rappers.
Able to gain any sort of fan base while you were there?
Definitely. Matter of fact, a lot of the supporters from college are supporting us to this day.
Yeah, definitely. So, they still pull up to all the shows being the A. They pull up all the time,
Now,
why did you guys drop out? What was the reasoning?
It just wasn't logical.
It
you
wasn't
know what I mean?
conducive.
It wasn't logical. Like, we had a lot of fun. I give you that. We had a lot of fun in college, but it just wasn't logical for us to keep spending money and putting ourselves further into a hole when, you know, what we wanted to do.
That just wasn't it for us.
Yeah.
You know, we know, like, we don't knock school. Everybody who want to go to school, please go to school, get your diploma. But for the people it's not for, when you really notice that, don't waste your time and lock into what you really want to do. Because some shit you really want to do out here, so get it popping.
So hindsight 2020, thinking about your experience, would you wish, if you could do it all over again, you would have bypassed college and went straight into the music career choice? Or are you happy with at least having that sort of experience? Kind of give me your hindsight 2020 take on that.
It was actually, there was moments where I kind of like regretted going to school, and I started, you know what I mean, getting on myself like, man, I would have been on before that. But now, nah, man, I'm too mature for that. I realized like it happened the way it was gonna happen. It was happening the way it was supposed to happen.
I don't feel as though it was a waste.
Yeah.
I feel as though you learn everything from every experience you get in life. And as long as you're the type of person that could take from whether negative or positive and find something out of that to learn from, everything's a learning experience. Hey. So shout out to college.
Any regret not finishing college and dropping out?
Nah, I made way more money outside of college than I did in college.
Yeah. I mean, I probably get that degree. I'll definitely get that degree. I know artists say that, you know what I mean? But I definitely would. I'll do it just to add to the credentials.
Yeah, I'm good.
What was your parents' reaction to you making that decision to drop out? What did they make of that?
What was mommy talking about? At the time, it wasn't
really that much of a drastic thing.
Yeah,
it was just like, I can clearly tell you're not into it.
Oh, yeah.
So, you know, before you fuck yourself over even more, just go ahead and just get to the work, get to the money. Because we definitely got jobs. It wasn't like we just quit school and just that was it.
Mm-hmm.
You know, we started working, paying bills, so.
Somebody watching this, let's say they have a passion for music.
All right.
Doesn't necessarily have to be a rapper. There's other positions. Could be singer, producer, engineer, DJ, videographer, whatever the case may be. They have a passion for music. They just ended high school. Do you tell a person like that, go straight into the music career choice, the music industry, the music business? Or do you tell that person, if they can continue their education, do that and music simultaneously? Now, this is general advice I want from you. I understand circumstances could be different for everybody, but generally speaking, what would you say in that instance?
Keep going.
Yeah, keep going. Go for what's in your heart. I mean, you gotta have money to invest, so you know, maybe get a job and do your craft at the same time. But if school is truly just not in your heart, then just go ahead and go for it, man. Just go ahead and go for it. Just have some type of resources to invest into yourself.
Nah, facts. And if you do go to school, use that refund check to invest in whatever you want.
I'm telling you, yeah.
Like a couple brands, couple stacks, man. You better use that motherfucker right way.
Use it the right way, though.
Yeah.
Use it the right way, and it won't be a debt. It'll be almost like, yeah.
Positive to what you really want to do.
Yeah.
Jobs you had growing up, if any?
Jobs, man. First job was what, Circuit City. Then I worked at Old Navy, Best Buy, Post Office, corporate job, Ernst & Young, and I'm grown.
For me, my first job, I was like 9 years old. It was in Brooklyn. I used to sweep up hair for a barber shop.
Oh, yeah.
They would pay me like $5 each head, every barber, to sweep the shop and just get them Chinese food and pizza. And I was like 9 years old, leaving with like $50. You know what I'm saying? $50 as a 9-year-old is to come up. So that's my first job. I think that's actually my favorite job too. Everything else fucking sucks, so they don't get any recognition. But I did definitely have some jobs coming up, about a good 3 or 4 jobs coming up definitely. But that was my favorite one.
Any of those jobs either of you mentioned tough that you've done?
I mean, all of them was pretty tough when you didn't really want to be there, when you were mentally not checked in, you know what I mean? I was at job. It doesn't change from school to jobs. At jobs, I was definitely always known as the music guy, for sure. Like the dude that's always doing music.
That's about it, right? That's perfect. Yeah. That's shit to say, yeah.
Any crazy stories dealing with any of those jobs? Anything that happened out of the norm?
Oh, hell yeah.
Oh, shit.
You know, I got one story. I was working at Taco Bell.
Oh!
And we both was working at motherfucking Taco Bell.
Together, fuck.
So this bitch, my manager, was talking hella shit. I wasn't taking it no more. So the bitch fired me, so I was mad. So I called my bro up there. I want to say, did you pull up or were you working?
I was actually supposed to pull up for work.
Oh, okay.
And he got fired. I pulled up, so we pull up.
The bitch was like, I'm gonna get my nigga on you. I'm gonna get my nigga on you. I'm like, call the pussy nigga, bro. And, you know, this is all way back when. Don't take anything right now, but I was like, call the pussy nigga right now. Please call him.
And we both was right there together. And then, long story short, man, a couple mild sauce packets got thrown. You know what I mean? Busted all over the Taco Bell. We made a great escape. Mom Dukes actually.
They called the cops too. They called the cops. And shit, put it this way, her nigga ain't pull up.
Never. Where you at?
Guess he ain't love you like that, baby.
Where you at?
Did you quit these jobs, get fired from these jobs? What ended up happening?
I mean, our last job, actually, we all just quit our last jobs that we just had. We to fully engulf in music, we all quit.
Yeah, it was me, and our producer, engineer, drummer guy. He quit with us. Road management, all that shit extraordinaire. He quit with us, so shout out that boy, drummer guy.
Hey.
Now, are both parents still in your life?
It's kind of crazy because growing up, our father wasn't quite there. I was about, what, 17? He was about, what?
19.
Yeah, okay.
19. So my moms and pops was together when I was born. They was married. Mom Dukes ran to Atlanta, took us. We went back to New York. Pops wasn't there for a majority, about 18, 17. He started coming back around and started, trying to get back into our lives. So we never let him not have a relationship with us, So
like parents go through shit, but Pops always made an attempt. It's always two sides to every story. No telling what happened, but I respect both sides of the story.
Oh, yeah.
And right now, we have a great relationship with both parents. I want to shout out to Mom Dukes, Jackie Travis, Pops, Barry Travis. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to y'all, man. We love y'all.
Now, what about as far as siblings? You guys are biologically related.
Yeah.
Brothers.
Mom and Pops.
Any other sister, brothers in the fam?
Ooh, Big Sis, man. Shout out to Big Sis. We got a big sister on my pop side. Actually, she grew up in Harlem, famous Harlem when, Joel's and them boys was running around. So she was big on that scene. And, shout out to Big Sis.
Shout out to Big Sis. She extra lit, too. She extra lit. Ladies, you in trouble, man. Don't fuck with us, man.
Anyone else in your family raps aside yourselves, or just you guys?
Nigga, everybody rap.
Everybody rap now, yeah.
I don't know, I guess, man. If any of my cousins rap, man, hit us up.
Word.
At Brinks Life. If y'all rap, fuck with us, man.
Yeah.
But you guys have never collabed with any other family members?
Nah.
What does your family think about your rap career at this point?
Loving it. They soaking it up.
Yeah, things got more serious.
Yeah. Things have started, like, transpiring, so now everybody's like, we appreciate it because we already know financial, emotional, spiritual freedom is soon to occur. So appreciate y'all.
And they're right behind us on that too. You know what I'm saying?
Parents supportive?
Extra
supportive.
Right away, or did they have to warm up to it?
Pops was extra supportive right away. Mom Dukes took a little time.
What was the turning point?
Was it?
Years,
yep.
Time.
Yeah. A couple big shows. She came to a show we had in Georgia Tech.
I'm talking about that shit. That shit was crazy.
Mom Dukes came. This is the biggest turning point. We told her to come out to a show to really show what we had going on. It was at Georgia Tech at a frat house forgot what frat. So she comes through. She comes to the front door. She calls me. I'm like, all right, cool, mommy. I'm coming. I get to the door, somebody answers, somebody's greeting her. They like, hi.
Hey,
She's like, yeah. She like, hey, how's it going? He was like, nah, I'm high. I'm on coke. I'm like,
nigga, I'll fuck you up talking about my
mom dudes like
what's
that.
wrong with you, man?
Oh, man. But that show was rocking. We had like a couple thousand people there.
I'm talking, man.
It was a nice frat show. It was rocking. So that was the turning point.
And when she seen all them kids, singing our music, and just really vibing out with us and seeing how comfortable we was, and she seen that we really, really loved what we was doing, she was like, you know what? I really support y'all, and I'll give you my 100%, whether it be $100 for a studio session, whether it be, okay, you ain't got no place to stay, you can come live back home with me and chase your dreams. My mom was there for all that. You feel what I'm saying? Pops, he actually tried to manage us.
Yeah, for like a year. Cool year.
Yeah, shout out to Pops, man. It didn't work out, but we learned a lot with you and from you. And to this day, we still got a great relationship. So it's all good.
What do they actually think about the music, though?
Oh, man.
They love it.
Yeah, they love it. Mom Dukes, actually, we got a song out called Melanie. It's an ode to women, you know what I mean? She sings that all the time. She been singing, she popping, you know what I mean? She love it.
Yeah, they love our music.
Yeah.
What about the cussing?
Doesn't really bother nobody.
Yeah, I mean, growing up, we wouldn't curse around our mother, nothing like that, but when we would have arguments, we would definitely curse during our arguments, back and forth between us. So she already knew our language was kind of foul, so. And Pops, he just like us. He just like us, only older.
Yep.